Strap on your omnidirectional mobility gear and get ready to probably die because here comes Attack on Titan in 3 minutes. Season 1. Our story begins with Eren Yeager, who lives in the Shiganshina district, one part of the last remaining human population who has been decimated by giant shambling nudie perverts called Titans. They're protected by the walls Maria, Rose, and Sina. Eren and his cool tough sister Mikasa are devastated to see Titans perv stroll into town and eat Eren's mom. Eren vows revenge and joins the military with his friends. Eren trains for 5 years with Keith Sadie's, meeting some tough German-sounding pals named Reiner and Bertel. Eren and Mikasa qualify to join the safe military police, but decide instead to join the scout regiment, but are quickly demolished by some Titans, like full-on Hulk versus Loki crushed into paste. Eren gets bored. Mikasa and Armin try to retake the supply depot, but just when all hope seems lost, a weird buff-looking goblin shows up and defeats the other Titans. It collapses and Eren reverse vores out of its body. The military learns of Eren's cool new party trick and tries to blow him up with guns, but he is saved by Doc Pixis, a cool fun character who the creator of the show actually based off of a horrific war criminal. Eren joins Captain Levi's cool scout team. Out on a mission, they get absolutely wrecked by a mysterious female Titan, who ends up being fellow military kid Annie Leonhardt. Annie and Eren have a big old Titan fight, and Eren comes out on top. Annie falls into a crystal cocoon coma, and we see that inside the walls themselves are huge Titans. Season 2. Some cultists try to cover up the secret wall Titan, and we meet the mysterious Beast Titan, who has the ability to speak. We learn that the crystal sleeping bag Annie has is made of the same stuff that the wall is made of. Reiner gets suspicious of a soldier named Ymir, and he's totally right, because while they're defending Castle Utgard from a Titan incursion led by Kelsey Grammer's beast, Ymir reveals she's a real goofed up looking small Titan as she tries to protect Crystal Lens, who is secretly Historia Rice, the true heir to the throne. In another shocking reveal, Eren learns that Bertold and Reiner are the Colossal and Armor Titan. In a big battle where the Colossal Titan vores Ymir, Eren almost beats Reiner, but is captured along with Ymir by the two other Titans. Mikasa tries to rescue her brother and Ymir from Bertold and Reiner, but Ymir defects and joins the other two Titans. Eren sees the Titan who ate his mom and activates the coordinate, which sounds like a GPS thing, but is actually the ability to control the mindless Titans. This ability allows the good guys to escape, and Eren becomes more dedicated to saving humanity. Season 3. Eren and Historia get captured by the Interior Police. Pixis and Erwin orchestrate a bloodless coup, while Historia, who has been captured by her father and apparently has the ability to alter memories, reawakens in Eren the knowledge that he became a Titan and vored his own dad. Historia's dad Rod tries to convince Historia to become a Titan and eat Eren so that she can be returned to the memory of her sister who was eaten by Eren's dad. Historia doesn't fall for this and attacks her dad, who becomes a giant Titan. Historia teams up with the good guys to stop her dad from killing a bunch of people and then becomes queen. In a huge battle against the Armor, Colossal, and Beast Titans, the good guys suffer major losses when Armin is scalded nearly to death by Bertold's hot stink, but Levi injects him with the Titan serum and he eats Bertold, becoming the new Colossal Titan. Eren learns through weird memories of his father that their walled city isn't the last of humanity and there are other civilizations out there, specifically one that is very racist against his race, who are the Eldians. We see some very tasteless World War II inspired imagery of the Eldians living in internment camps of the Marley Nation. We learn that the Beast Titan is Eren's secret brother, Zeke. Eren and company head out to find the border where Marley is. Season 4. Falco and Gabby, two Eldians who are trying to become the next Armored Titan, and Zeke crush an army that is trying to fight Marley. Reiner tries to get Falco to become the next Armored Titan, which would mean getting bored by Falco, which, there it is again. At a big festival in the barrio, Eren Yeager shocks Reiner with his presence. The commander-in-chief of Marley, Willie, makes a big speech at that festival, revealing that his ancestors lied about King Fritz, the Eldian king that was defeated, and that Eren Yeager is a threat to world peace. Eren explains to Falco and Reiner that he doesn't think all Marleyans are evil, but that there are just humans on both sides of the fight. Willie declares war on Paradis. Then Eren hulks out and eats him to steal the Warhammer Titan power, which doesn't work because the true Warhammer Titan was his sister Lara. Lara almost defeats Eren, who is saved by Mikasa. Then Lara is saved by the Car Titan. Then Armin's Colossal Titan and Zeke's Beast Titan show up. There's a huge Titan free-for-all where Eren uses the Jaw Titan to break the crystal protecting Lara and then vores her to take her hammer power. Eren tries to eat the Jaw Titan but is attacked by Reiner. We learn that Eren and his friends have actually been working with Zeke against Marley. Later, Zeke shockingly turns against the people of Paradis and turns a bunch of people into Titans, but Levi tracks him down and chops off his limb. Zeke has a sad memory of his parents being mean before blowing himself up with Levi's explosives. Eren's followers hold the government of Paradis hostage with the threat of turning them into Titans too. They reveal that Eren and Zeke want to sterilize all the Eldians to eventually free humanity from the threat of Titans, which sort of falls back into the fascism stuff. Haha, whoops! Eren is betrayed by a Marleyan who is pretending to be on his side and reveals his location by tightening out, setting himself up for another fight against Reiner. And that's as far as the show has gotten at the time of this recap. What do you think is going to happen next? Sound off in the comments below. Unless you're one of those dorks who has read the manga and knows the right answer. If you are one of those dorks who has read the manga, comment a total lie about what happens next. Make it weird. Make it real weird.